breaking down how every player from Survivor 47 was voted out. This season had tons of crazy moments, and I'm going through all 15 blindsides as fast as I can. Leave a comment down below with which blindside is your favorite.
John, the tribe has spoken.
The sloppy and unsatisfying way on how John Lovett was blindsided.
First vote, John.
This is considered one of the strangest moves in the new era of Survivor, deciding to vote out John in episode 1.
Pretty confident that I know what they want for me out of this experience. They want me to suffer.
For most of the episode, it seemed John would be safe. His only struggle was being much older than the other players.
I'm getting to know a group of young people. I am 41 years old. Like, okay, so I'm old now.
After Andy completely blows up at the immunity challenge, John knew he was going to be in a tough spot.
My best friend out here is John. I was gonna throw him under the bus to try to stay.
This will be viewed as a sloppy move, as the tribe should have voted out the unpredictable player in Andy, leading into the entire tribe voting the same way.
If anybody has an advantage or an idol and you want to play it, now would be the time to do so. This is a hidden immunity idol. Any votes cast against Gabe will not count.
The creative and insane way on how TK was blindsided.
TK, the tribe has spoken.
This was super smart by his tribe mates to blindside TK in episode 2 of Survivor 47.
Wish they had a bench press competition because I just hit 300.
The blue tribe was in a difficult spot, leading into a possible rock draw and tie vote as Gabe took the girls' side.
That's somebody who I want my day one, #1 alliance member to be.
After TK refused to acknowledge Sue and Caroline, it started to drive them nuts with all the bro talk.
Bro.
It's too early to tell, but this could easily be viewed as a terrible move with needing physical strength early on in Survivor, leading into Gabe playing his idol as TK was voted out.
If anybody has an advantage or an idol and you want to play it, now would be the time to do so.
1 second, Jeff.
A hidden immunity idol, any votes cast for Rome will not count.
The brutal and unfair way on how Asia Welch was blindsided.
Asia, the tribe has spoken.
Although it's very sad, this was a clever move by our tribe mates to blindside Asia in episode 3.
Fishing gear. It's like, oh, we're gonna have to deal with Rome.
This red tribe was in a crazy spot with Rome having all the power with multiple advantages.
Congratulations, you now have power in the game. This advantage allows you to steal a vote from another player at Tribal Council.
The online Survivor community was cheering on Asia the entire time with being part of Rob Has a Podcast. Even with that connection, the fans need to admit that Asia should have listened to Teeny and Kashan, leading into Rome playing his idol.
I trust the people that I trust, like I said, and I don't trust the people that I don't trust. So I gotta steal a vote, and I'm gonna be stealing Keyshawn's vote tonight.
The overwhelming crazy move on how Kashan Patel was blindsided.
Keyshawn, the tribe has spoken.
Although no one saw it coming, Kashan was voted out in episode 2 after trying to play sneaky.
I'm not here to play safe. I'm here to create some chaos, which is why I've been pushing for them to continue clashing.
The red tribe was in a crazy spot with Rome being the center of attention.
Give me your shot in the dark. I'm using the steal vote on you tonight. And then you can't play your shot in the dark anyway. I'm letting you know that right now.
However, Genevieve came out of nowhere to play hard.
Does Genevieve sound believable? I'm not here to play safe. I'm here to create some chaos. What about Genevieve?
Kashan was a sneaky and strong Survivor player, making this a great move for the tribe, as Rome played his steal a vote.
5th person voted out of Survivor 47. Annika, need to bring me your torch?
You're kidding me, you guys.
Sorry.
Okay. Did you know?
I don't know. Who owned this?
It was the 3 of us.
3 votes.
The extremely chaotic way on how Annika Dahir was blindsided.
Annika, the tribe has spoken. Time for you to go.
Nah.
For the entire episode, I couldn't figure out who was going home as Annika was taken out in episode 5.
You can just tell it's giving toxic clingy boyfriend. Yeah.
For the entire season, the Yellow Tribe saw a back and forth battle between Sam and Annika.
Annika really wants to have control of everything that happens in camp life. Where do you want me to put it?
Like something around here, because the last thing you want is the person to save him.
She believes that she's the figurehead of the Gata tribe. But I'm just like, give me a break. I would do higher.
We shouldn't do higher.
Why?
What's the benefit of higher?
I'm rolling my eyes and I'm trying not to say anything. I'm trying not to be so obviously irritated, but I'm just like, I'm pissed off.
As it came down to which player Sierra and Sam wanted to keep in the game.
I think right now Sierra and I are just trying to figure out how to navigate as a pair when both of our individual interests might be slightly different.
My prediction is that looking back on it, we will view this as a bad move with the merge coming soon, as Annika was sent home with a crazy reaction.
Maybe you should be sitting here.
If you want to trade for tonight,
Rome, come over and sit here. Tell the group, and I will listen, why the amulet advantage is not good.
All right, so we've got an amulet advantage out there right now.
The satisfying way on how Rome Cooney was blindsided.
Rome, the tribe has spoken. Time for you to go.
I get a hug.
Of course.
Appreciate it.
For the entire Survivor merge, it was obvious that Rome was getting overly confident in episode 6.
The fact there's 13 people in the game and I can corral this many people to vote my way, that must say a lot about how I'm playing the game.
For the entire season, Rome was playing an aggressive style of game, finding advantages and making explosive moves.
Give me your shot in the dark. I'm using the steal vote on you tonight. And then you can't play your shot in the dark anyway. I'm letting you know that right now.
As it came down to the entire merge of Survivor 47 coming to a consensus that Rome was too big of a personality to play with.
Unbeknownst to Rome, Rome is the other plan.
Hey, that's great, Rome. You keep throwing Saul's name around.
I personally loved watching Rome play Survivor, and my prediction is that we will see him out there for Survivor Season 50 as he got to live out his Survivor dream. Yes, I know that was a crazy tribal council as Rome was voted out. If you love Survivor and want to stay up to date on everything leading into Survivor 48, be sure to subscribe to the channel. I have a crazy goal of one day being the most subscribed to Russell in the Survivor community and passing Russell Hantz.
Voted out of Survivor 47. Tiana, that's 3, that's enough. Need to bring me a torch.
Oh, I know, I hate that.
Tiana, the tribe has spoken. Time for you to go.
The chaotic twist that led to Tiana Hollums being blindsided.
Being able to make the jury, for me personally, it just means the absolute world, and I know it means the world to everybody here, so I gotta go with my gut, and honestly, with the vote tonight, I'm just hoping that I send a message to the people that I really trust that I can be worked with, and I'm someone that can be trusted in an alliance.
For most of the season, we could see Tiana battling with her tribe, especially in episode 7.
I know with my whole freaking heart that if we go back to our camp with 5 strong of Tuku, we are going to be picked off because we don't have the majority and we totally blew our cover.
With Saul giving Rachel the safety without power advantage, it meant only Tiana's original tribe was involved.
When Jeff says it's time to vote, announce that you have the safety without power advantage. You will leave tribal council immediately. You will not cast a vote, but more importantly, you cannot be voted out.
As it turned into a live tribal council, Tiana got super emotional.
I just told you that the jury means everything. Like, getting there means everything. So, I don't know. It's gonna suck.
I seriously thought Tiana had a great mind for Survivor. She just had a bad bounce with her starting tribe. As she goes home in tears.
So we're gonna re-vote, but this is a unique situation that needs an explanation. Typically, when you have two players who are tied, they don't vote simply because they can only vote for each other, so their votes nullify each other. That's the only reason they don't vote. That's not the case tonight. Sam, you don't have a vote. You didn't cast a vote. Sierra does, and she did cast a vote. So Sierra, you will vote in the revote.
The tie vote that led to Sierra Wright being blindsided.
Sierra, the tribe has spoken.
Can I have a hug?
Of course.
Sierra can check off her Survivor bucket list that she made the jury as she was voted out in episode 8.
I'm rich! I know, who wants some? Anybody?
All season long, Sierra was working closely with Sam on the Yellow Tribe. However, they were seen as big threats.
They asked me, were you two dating? You two. Yeah, they were like, you gotta tell us. Is Sam and Sierra like a thing?
Ultimately, it came down to a few episodes prior when Sierra left Andy out of the vote.
Sierra, Sam, like, you're the cool kids, like, can I sit at your lunch table? And now I'm at the merge. And I'm getting a lot cooler, and like, I don't need to wear these freaking glasses anymore, and I could be the Andy that I believe myself to be.
We all know in Survivor, when you have a tight pair voting together, that is way too dangerous, making it a smart move to get Sierra out, as she goes home on a crazy revote.
Everyone's being said.
Yeah. Saul gonna join in.
You were saying between Sue and Kyle, right? So which one is it?
The live tribal council that led to Saul Yee being blindsided.
Saul, the tribe has spoken.
Saul was off to a rocky start, and although made it to episode 9, was eventually voted out.
I love you so much.
Good luck, Danny. Go get him.
All season long, Genevieve wanted to get her revenge upon Saul and was able to bring the numbers together to do so.
It's been waiting. When can I get Saul?
Ultimately, it came down to a very chaotic game of telephone before tribal council.
You guys want to do Kyle then?
Yeah.
We're getting Kyle out.
It's Kyle. Will you please vote Kyle?
I will be honest, I think Genevieve is playing a smart game, but this move to take out Saul was too early, as he goes home in a unanimous vote.
Genevieve is gone. This game is going to be in the palm of my hand.
For me, this tribal council is about survival. If I can make it through this one,
And if I can get through the night,
the game will be wide open tomorrow.
I think I got it.
The battle for power that led to Gabe Ortiz being blindsided.
Tribe has spoken.
I'm back.
Gabe had a very interesting start to the game, having cocky confessionals before episode 10.
I want to be the very first head on the Mount Rushmore of the new era.
It came down to Gabe's tribe having too many players left in the game, making the blue tribe needing to be weakened. Ultimately, it came down to Gabe's alliance members willing to turn on him.
Just a matter of time before he strikes me or I strike him.
This was a tough blindside, as it seems like Gabe was overhyped and was gone too soon, as Gabe really thought he was going to win.
Thank you for each and every one of you for the kind words that you had to say for me, for my family.
The challenge loss that led to Kyle Oswalt being blindsided.
Tribe has spoken.
Kyle had a chance of breaking the individual challenge record before being voted out in episode 11.
Kyle has had this necklace around his neck for so long that we have not been able to take any shots at him.
It came down to the entire group thinking it was best to get Kyle out after he finally lost.
Kyle, the only person chasing her. Kyle now placing his 7th letter.
Ultimately, it came down to the group deciding between voting out Kyle or voting out Genevieve.
If I had it my way, I would 100% prefer for Genevieve to be the one to leave tonight.
With Kyle eliminated, all the other players have a better chance of winning challenges, as Kyle was the definition of a nice guy.
Caroline, Need to bring me your torch?
The insane plan that led to Caroline Vidmar being blindsided. Caroline should take some comfort in knowing her vote out in episode 12 gave one of the best episodes in Survivor history.
I'll be honest, the idol scares me the most too.
It came down to Andy discussing the amazing plan known as Operation Italy with Sam and Genevieve on reward.
This is the biggest heist of season 47 of Survivor, and we're calling it Operation Italy.
Ultimately, this plan only works if everyone was working together perfectly and having good acting skills.
If this works, there's gonna have to be a couple Oscars handed out to Genevieve, Andy, and myself. It's gonna take that level of performance.
If you want to dive into the details of this move, I recommend checking out my episode recap, as Caroline had no idea what was coming.
Andy was a better option to go home tonight than Sam.
The result of Operation Italy leading to Andy Rudot being blindsided.
The tribe has spoken.
When looking back at one of the best moves in Survivor history, it will be tough to decide how it was executed, with Andy being the next one voted out in episode 13.
Operation Italy. It went off to perfection.
It came down to the biggest threat in the group winning individual immunity.
Individual immunity win guarantees you a spot in the final 5.
And the build-up of Andy doing his best to do some jury management with Rachel.
It's best for me to vote you out tonight. Okay. And I want to say a couple things about that.
The jury management would actually be the exact thing that got Andy in trouble, as Rachel now knew how big of a threat he was.
Win me over. Instead, it actually just made me question whether...
I told you it was fake.
The fake idol shenanigans that led to Genevieve Mushlik being blindsided.
The tribe has spoken.
They have.
Genevieve needs to be proud of herself joining the list of top-tier Canadian Survivor players, as she was voted out in episode 13.
It's not over yet. It's not over yet.
It was tough to watch as Genevieve's alliance member Sam only had one move left, obviously tell everyone the idol was fake.
As close as I am with Genevieve, with Rachel immune, Genevieve has to go tonight.
Ultimately, it came down to Teeny and if they believed the hidden immunity idol was real or fake.
I actually can't even get myself to think straight.
It really needs to be noted that Genevieve was viewed as a power player for most of the merge, as she could have won if she made it to the finale.
Idol and you want to play it? Tonight is the last night you can do so.
Come on, baby. Let's go! Come on!
The unfair and unlucky way on how Teeny Churchello was eliminated.
The tribe has spoken.
Teeny had an uphill battle to climb, being the youngest player on the season, and was ultimately screwed over by the fire-making challenge.
Sam's got a big fire. He's burning his rope. Now the wind is blowing Teeny's away. No!
It was tough to watch Teeny's game fall from grace as she started out so promising, only to lose power with each passing episode.
Every opportunity that I've let Genevieve trick me and trick me.
Ultimately, Teeny was known as the emotional player.
Her realize in real time, oh crap, I've known nothing.
And this will go down in Survivor as one of the most unfair fire-making duels in Survivor history, as she goes out in unfair fashion. And if you want to see how every Survivor winner won their season in 60 seconds or less, click right here.